Almost forgot to take my vitamins today. Kids, make sure you take your vitamins every day. What's up, everybody? KLT here again today, and it's a beautiful Sunday afternoon, the first Sunday of the new year, and this is day 3 of Question of the Day. So the question today, it actually took me quite a while to think about it because I didn't know how to exactly approach it, but the question of today is, where is one place you feel most like yourself? Now, when I read this question, I wasn't sure if it was talking about where I feel most like myself, like in a place, in a state, in a city or a country, in a surrounding. I wasn't really sure what exactly it was trying to get at. So I just kind of thought of some ideas of things that I wanted to answer with it. So we'll see how it turns out. And the truth is, I hardly ever, if ever, feel like myself anywhere that I am. And let me explain that for a bit. If you've known me for any length of time, or if you've ever seen me around or whatnot, you know that one of the things about me is that I like to try a lot of new things. I like to move around a lot. And so I've been moving literally all around the world, around the country now, just trying to really find where I fit in. And unfortunately, I haven't found that place yet. I've traveled to a lot of different places, trying to see where I can best fit in and where I'm most useful, like where people, are excited to see me and happy that I'm there. And I haven't found that exact place yet. That's the reason why I've really bounced around so much from place to place. I really want to try all these different places. There's so much world out there that I just can't think that there's not somewhere where I fit in and where I feel comfortable and that I feel like I'm really valued where I am. Not I don't want to say it's like I don't have any friends or anything like that, or I couldn't go to where my family is or anything, but I mean just, there's some calling or some purpose for you to be there, and somewhere that the way that you behave and your actions and what you're into and what you do is a perfect fit for that location or that surrounding or something like that. And the reason I move around a lot is because that's what I'm looking for, and I haven't been able to find anything like that with a specific location as of yet. I know that's kind of like a weird roundabout way to get at part of this answer, but if you've ever felt like how I feel, like you just don't feel like you're in the place where you're supposed to be yet, hit the like button and let me know that you agree and you know exactly what I'm trying to say, even though I have no idea how I'm trying to say it, because English is difficult. Another way that I thought about approaching this question was if it just meant throughout the day, where do you feel most yourself? And I thought maybe, okay, so I'm a night owl and I really like being up late. I like the dark. I hate the sun. This thing sucks. But I thought maybe it meant maybe I could approach it as in I like nighttime. I like being out in the dark. I know when I lived in Japan, I would always be out at night. I liked going out at night. I liked going out in the dark and, when there's less people around, you can do a lot more stuff and figure out where things are that you want to go and visit and see and do. And even if I missed last train, it wasn't a problem. I was always just out anyway. And I always feel more energetic at night. The problem with that is that, unfortunately, life, the way that I'm living life right now with a full-time job, you can't be a night owl and still function properly throughout the day when you need to do your work. So unfortunately, life dictates that I'm not allowed to be a night owl at the moment, which is one of the reasons why I got into voiceover in the first place, because I really want to have the freedom to be able to live my life where and how I want to. So if I have the freedom to do work whenever I want, and then I can gain funds whenever and wherever I am, that would make that a lot easier. So I could actually be a night owl and be out at night and do all this stuff, but or live wherever I want to and not have any consequences. I don't have to beg someone for days off or something like that. But that's one thing I thought maybe it might be talking about. The last thing that I thought it might mean is if it meant like a different type of situation, where do I feel most like myself? And in that case, it would be I'm a super extrovert, not just a regular extrovert. I love being around just like huge crowds of people and like lots of people doing lots of things. And so I always felt really comfortable and happiest around like giant crowds and groups. So I'm talking about like, that's why I always go to all these conventions all around the world that I keep trying to go to. And like, so like cons, tournaments where all the fighting game players go, and then we all just hang out and have like an awesome weekend of just doing whatever we're doing and blah blah blah. And then we play games, and then that's awesome. But stuff like that, movie theaters, outdoor festivals, like all that type of stuff is really what I love, being around people just doing their thing, sharing their energy. That pumps me up and gives me power. Like I always feel like really energized when I'm around a lot of other people doing their thing. And sometimes I'm doing my thing with those people, and we're all just kind of hanging out, and whatever we feel like doing is what we do. And that's why I really love going to like different cons and festivals and stuff like that. But now, as you all know, this little thing called COVID has ruined our entire lives and society. So this last year has been incredibly hard for me. I can't see people. I can't go and do things. I can't join stuff. It's like awful. So even that, as of right now, even if that was the one place where I can feel most like myself, like big gatherings and crowds and whatnot, it's literally the worst time in existence for me. And so it really hurts. It's really hard trying to get through this time right now for me. And I just feel like my mental is going straight boom. But if and when this COVID thing does ease up and we can go back to some type of normalcy, I don't think we'll ever go back to normal life anymore. But if this thing does ease up in this next year in the summer, I will not be inside a house at all, ever. So if you're looking for me, I have no idea where I'll be. I'm going to be roaming all over if possible, but we'll see how that turns out in the next coming months. I know a lot of people that have gotten their vaccines. I know a lot of people personally that have gotten their vaccines. And they're getting their second shot here within the next week. And so we'll see how that goes for them and see how it turns out. Of course, vaccines aren't a 100%. It's going to be just like the flu vaccine. It might protect you from one strain, but the other strains are mutating now. So who knows what's going to happen. But we'll see how this all turns out. And if we get to at least get some degree of normalcy back, so I can start, enjoying the things that I enjoy and go back to those places where I feel like myself the most. But I don't know. I feel like I'm in a bad spot with this right now, because the things that I like to do and the things that were bringing me closer to feeling like I was myself, those things aren't going to be happening anymore. It's not going to be like that anymore. So I'm a little worried about that, but we'll see how it goes. We've got a whole year ahead of us that is going to be filled with ups and downs, and who knows what changes are going to happen or what advances or discoveries are going to be made. So we'll see. But that's one thing that I hope that I can do this year, is that I can do some more exploring, travel some more of the world, and find, my tribe, and, see where I fit in, and find people that I fit in with and want to do things with, and people that are like-minded, and people that have the same types of like goals and dreams as me. I hope that I can find some stuff like that this year, and then I can feel more like myself all the time. That would be great. But that's me. That's where those are the types of things that would make me feel most like myself. What about you? Where is the one place that makes you feel most like yourself? Is it a place? Is it a situation? Is it with a group of people? Answer it however you feel best to answer it. And let me know down in the comments, what is the one place that makes you feel most like yourself? Have you been there? Are you there now? Do you plan on going there in the future? Wherever it is, let me know. And as you're scrolling down to the comment section, as you go past it, why don't you just hit that like button for me and let me know that you like the videos, and let YouTube know that you want to see more of them in the future. But that's it for today. That's the question of the day. Where is the one place in the world that you feel most like yourself? We'll talk to you all tomorrow, and we'll see you soon. Peace.